So I want to talk to you about something today that might be a big help to you, particularly if you're in sales or if you do business development for your organization. It's a strategy I've used for many years, and I call it the Wedge strategy, or another way of understanding it. It's about leveraging leverage. So what does that mean? The analogy I like to use on the Wedge strategy is I want you to imagine having a flathead screwdriver and a hammer. And if you were able to hammer that flathead screwdriver and wedge it into something, your leverage becomes much more significant if you can actually wedge it in. So what does that mean for us? That means that each one of us as individuals, we all have a different flathead, and not all of us is the same. We have to be able to identify what do we do best. For some people, being able to set up a breakfast and sit down across the table from somebody over a meal, that is your most effective way of connecting with people and actually selling, closing a sale with people. Some people are horrible at that. That's not your wedge. For other people, it's being on the phone. For other people, it's coming up with creative strategies through digital marketing. For other people, it could be simply getting up in front of a group and presenting, speaking, being on a stage, where people get to see what you do. Everybody is different. And so what you want to do is stop and write down for the past year, 2 years, or longer if you can, all of your successful sales engagements and find out, how did you get those? What was the common theme? What was the thing you did most of the time that converted it into a successful outcome for you? And that's going to be your wedge. And then create strategies in 2020 of moving forward and really doing that strategy as much as possible. I think if you really begin doing what you do best, finding your wedge strategy, I think you guys will find a lot more positive outcomes in the efforts that you're putting into your business development and sales.